Welcome back to the Deep Dive. We're here to break down your source materials and really pull out the core ideas.
That's right. And today we're looking at a pretty fundamental framework from your notes.
Yeah, it's all about classification, defining what counts as alive, and maybe even more interestingly, how we categorize things that aren't alive.
It seems simple on the surface, but the notes add some important layers. So the starting point they give is, well, pretty straightforward.
Right. If something is alive, currently living,
Uh-huh. Then it's either a plant or it's an animal. That's the basic biological split for living.
okay, plant or animal, got it. That covers, things actively growing, breathing, all that.
Exactly. But that's only part of the picture, isn't it? Most things around us aren't, well, currently alive in that sense.
True. So we move to the non-living.
Yeah.
And I first thought might be, okay, non-living is just non-living, one big group.
But that's where these notes push us a bit further. They say, hold on, there's a crucial difference within the non-living category.
Ah, okay. What's the split?
It's based on history. Was the non-living thing once alive, or was it never alive? That's the key distinction the material makes.
Once alive versus never alive. Okay, let's unpack that. Once alive sounds like it came from something biological.
Precisely. It's derived from an organism. Even though it's inert now, its origin is biological. The notes give examples like trees.
Right, trees are alive, but then a wooden chair.
Exactly. The wooden chair isn't alive anymore, but it came from the living tree. So it's classified as once alive.
Okay, that makes sense. It retains that sort of biological footprint. What else fits in there?
Well, the notes also mention paper, which comes from trees too, a wool sweater.
Ah, from sheep, which are animals, alive.
Right. And even things like bread. Bread itself isn't alive, but it comes from grains, which are plants, so once alive. Parts of plants generally fall here too.
So the source material is really making us think about the origin story of objects, not just what they are right now.
Totally. It's about that historical link to life.
Okay, so then what's never alive? That must be things with no biological origin at all.
You got it. Things formed through, say, geological processes or chemical synthesis, completely separate from the life cycle.
Like what? What examples do the notes give?
They list water, concrete, and a metal spoon. None of those were ever part of a living plant or animal.
Right. Water is H2O, concrete is minerals and cement, metal is mined and processed.
Yeah.
Totally inorganic origins.
Exactly. No biological history there. Never alive.
So this framework, it really forces you to look beyond the surface. A wool sweater and a metal spoon are both non-living, but classified differently because one has a biological past and the other doesn't.
That seems to be the core message. The difference between the living sheep and the non-living wool sweater, or the living green and the non-living bread, is fundamental to this classification.
It highlights that transformation, doesn't it, from living organism to derived product.
Yeah, and it makes you realize just how much stuff around us falls into that once alive category. Wood, paper, cotton clothes, leather.
Food products. It's actually a huge chunk of our daily environment.
It really is. So the big takeaway here, for you, the listener, is that classifying isn't just about the present state. According to these notes, you have to consider the object's history, its biography.
It adds a whole dimension, thinking about where materials come from.
Right. It connects the inert objects around us back to the cycle of life and, well, matter.
So a final thought to leave you with, based on all this, think about that line between living and once alive.
Yeah. How many things in your immediate surroundings right now actually fit into that once alive category? Your desk,
Yeah.
your notebook, maybe even what you had for lunch.
It kind of reframes how you see everyday objects when you trace them back to a living source, something to definitely mull over.